Well, what is going on, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Tyler's Real Fishing. Today, my new fishing partner Garrison and I, we were driving to East Texas, so Sam Rayburn, Toledo Bend. We were gonna go spend a day in Toledo Bend, then 3 days in Rayburn, and then the tournament. Well, turns out old Big Blue over here decided she didn't like her transmission no more, and so our transmission went out. But luckily, huge blessing, we blew next to a Buc-ee's, which is basically the best gas station slash like convenience store possible. So we're here waiting for our buddy to pick us up, and I got oodles of cool stuff. Actually, let's rewind. You're probably noticing how we're so calm about this. You know what? We know God's got it all under control. We don't have to worry about, you know, getting the tournament later or whatever. We know that if we're meant to win this thing, we'll get the right amount of practice time we need. But now I think it's time. I got a lot of cool lures, reels, rods, and stuff for the Rayburn tournament, and so I say we unbox it now before we even get to the lake, and then we'll see you guys somewhere in the traveling to Rayburn. So the first thing that we got kind of for this tournament season is some sweet loose reels, and so I'm gonna get a whole bunch coming that I'll do a big unboxing of throughout the year. But kind of my first little order of the year for these spring tournaments was a few reels, and really the only one I'm gonna unbox for you right now is the Hyper Mag. And this is my first time fielding one in a while, since iCast actually. But this is Lou's top of the line reel right now. I believe it weighs 5.4 ounces, full like aluminum body. This thing is like a brick, but yet it weighs absolutely nothing. Got cool power handle, so looking forward to testing this out. Also got a sweet new spinning reel. That's the best Lou's spinning reel they make. And then I got a few of their crankbait reels as well, because I'm gonna be doing a lot of crankbaiting and chatterbaiting, rattle trapping for this tournament. So now that we got the Lou stuff out of the way, I say we move on to some other packages we got. So the next package we got is from old Beast Coast Fishing. We got some 3/4 ounce football jigs. Those things are gonna be money here on Rayburn, Toledo. We got some shad drop shot baits, because just in case I gotta throw a drop shot. I don't want to, but just in case I do, I've got those. And then I got 2 more packs of the Miyagi swimmer you guys saw that catch both saltwater and freshwater bass. Super cool swim bait. Now let's move on to some 6 Cents. I am a fan of hats, and that is let's see if the lighting is good there. I don't know if you can see it or not. Pretty cool hat, nice camo green. It'll make me look like I'm a sailor or something. So kind of 2 baits that I wanted them to throw in were 2 jerk baits. And so I'm not a huge jerk bait guy, but I want to get into jerk baits. And so they are the Provoke jerk baits, the 106. Both 106? No, 106 deep and 106 shallow. And so I've heard from my buddies at A&M that these are incredible jerk baits, so I had them throw those in. Then kind of for just all around tournaments, not just for Sam Rayburn, but for, you know, Texoma, all the tournaments we fish, I got a few other baits thrown in. I got one of the black square bills. These things are awesome. And I got just some regular square bill colors, and then of course the L7 square bill. You guys know I love that one. As well as 2 that I haven't tried before. One is the Cloud 9 Magnum square bill. This thing is like 5 inches long, giant square bill, really imitates a gizzard shad. And then I got a tiny little, it's called the Curd 55. It's their brand new crankbait. Really represents a crawfish, kind of a late season crawfish color. And so it's very cool. And lastly, for good old East Texas, you fish crawfish lakes with grass. And I kid you not, in the early spring, the best lure to do that with is a rattle trap. And so we've got the Snatch 70, which is better for running deep. We've got another Snatch in a shad color. And then we've got a few of the Quake. This is their brand new rattle trap or lipless crankbait they have. And this is called the Quake Thud, which basically makes a super loud one-knocker sound. So I'm excited to throw these out there. This nice glittery red and orange color looks delicious. I'm sure a 7-pound, heck, a 10-pound Rayburn monster is gonna wanna eat this thing. So that's all. And then of course we have, it's pretty boring, but a box of just line from Tackle Warehouse, because at line companies, I won't name them, but I've reached out and I want to get sponsored. I want some line, so had to buy my own line. But I say we wait for our buddy to get here, Garrison's friend, our savior of the day, and we're just gonna enjoy Buc-ee's. You know what? Transmission breaks down, it's okay. You get to look at lures. So the man is here to save us. Oh, yeah. What is your name?
Hey, Mitchell Vonti.
Mitchell's here.
Yeah.
So Mitchell's Garrison's friend from Impact, and he's here to take us home while we have my truck towed back. So we'll set up some sort of montage here. Dude, we can't thank you enough for coming to save us. And I remember all right, folks, so I did not update you guys from the Buc-ee's parking lot, but we are home. We got Pearl on Garrison's truck now, and so my truck got taken to the shop. We don't know how much it's going to be. Transmissions run anywhere from like $2 grand to $5 grand, I've heard, so We have no clue if Big Blue is gonna be my truck anymore or if we're just gonna fix it and keep driving her, but it is time for us to get some sleep. We will not be able to hit Toledo Bend like we thought we would. So it's just gonna be heading to Rayburn. We're gonna extra day in Rayburn when it's gonna be super rough, and we'll see you guys on the road. Well, we are back, folks, and I didn't update you guys on the road, but we are here at good old Sam Rayburn Reservoir. So kind of our original plan, as I probably told you guys, was to go to Toledo for a day and then Rayburn for 4 or 3. But we are instead just gonna head to Rayburn for half a day and then Rayburn for 3 until the tournament. So we'll see you guys in the water. We are on the water. All right, everybody. So, sorry I didn't update you guys at all during our fishing time, but we got about 3.5 hours in the water. We ended up catching 2 bass that I didn't get on camera because we had to let them go real quick, but they're 2-pound keepers, so not too bad. One of them actually absolutely chomped my, I think it's a 6 cents Quake. It's the Quake 80, the bigger size. Down its throat. I'll put a picture over here, but it's a little bit chilly, as you can tell. My mouth is kind of frozen, so I'm not talking a whole lot of speed. And I'm waiting for Garrison to get the truck, but it was a good first day of practice. I'd say we kind of established our trail. So basically, Sam Rayburn is a pretty dangerous lake in terms of like the northern end. You know, all this section right here is all flooded trees, and it basically says forest. If you zoom in, it says forest. And so we kind of made our trails all the way down here, down to a creek called Caney. And so we just wanted to get our bearings on and kind of see where these fish are going to be. We're looking for deep grass and like 8 to 12 feet. Only found a few sections of it and caught fish in one section. So of course this is not the only day of practice we're going to have. We have 3 more days. The video will continue on after this part, but this is kind of what college fishing is all about. If you guys don't fish in a bass boat or don't fish in big lakes, you just do ponds, I hope that you guys can enjoy this video and just kind of see what my life is like as a college fisherman. I fish for Texas A&M, and so just to be on a beautiful lake like Rayburn is pretty awesome. So let's put the boat on the trailer. We're staying with Mitch this week, folks.
How are y'all doing?
Everybody knows Mitch. But yeah, we are on a cool double wide little trailer house thing right on the lake. Beautiful. Delicious. Now, for those of y'all who don't know much about Lake Sam Rayburn, is one of the most legendary bass fishing lakes in the world. One of my best buddies, Brandon Palaniuk, won the bass event here last year. Giant sacks of bass. So the biggest ones we got in Texas are here in Toledo Bend, and so you never see the lake like this. Dead flat calm, which is like unreal. So I'm gonna take some cool pictures real quick for Instagram and social media, but this is the calmest we're gonna see it all week. It is about to get rough out here, folks. So I'm gonna soak it in while it's here, and we'll see you guys at dinner. Welcome to Brookshire's Adventures with Tyler, Mitch, and Garrison. What are we getting? Chicken?
Look at all those chickens.
Look at this, folks. We got boudin on a stick. Comment below if you ever had boudin. But on a serious note, we got to get some food for the tournament. So I've got breakfast taco tortillas, and then I've got to get some sausage for breakfast. Or bacon? No, sausage. All right, we got some food. We are ready to head back to the house and make some dinner. See, I usually don't vlog grocery store stuff because I think it's stupid. But you know what? This is part of the tournament scene. You gotta have fun with your friends by making food.
Yeah, sure.
There you go. So as you can probably tell by that delicious noise, we are making breakfast here on day 1 of official practice. It is looking not too choppy out there, but it's gonna get choppy. So let's load up the boat and get on the water. So we're out here on good old Rayburn for day 2. We're hoping to find a good pattern today. It's a little rainy and windy though, so I'm gonna put on my my AFCO rain jacket. But we're out here with Mitch. We launched at the same ramp just to keep each other safe and accountable. But hopefully, y'all, we're gonna find something good and juicy today. Alright, so a little kind of mid-morning update. We have not found a fish yet, as you guys have not seen from the video. So, we caught 2 yesterday, but we're basically looking around today for some drains, what they call it. So like If you look on your maps on the lake, you'll see like an indentation in the bottom where the fish are probably going to use that channel to swim through to go from deep to shallow water. And so this is kind of like a drain area here with some grass. Now we haven't had a bite today, so maybe the fish aren't in the grass, or okay, there's always fish in the grass. Maybe they're not in it today, or they're just inactive. So we'll get you. Okay, so you know what? Nobody on Rayburn ever goes deep, or that I know of, and throws jigs and worms kind of are all on the brush line, and so I did that, got the first fish of the day. This thing is literally 2.5 pounds, and it is no longer than 14 inches. So, Garrison, you better watch your rod. We're gonna release this fish. Maybe it's a pattern, maybe not, we'll see. Keeper. Boom. We found a little spot for keepers if we get desperate. That thing is fat.
Look at those things, dude.
Try off the cameras. Bring it up there.
Holy crap.
Okay, let's
That thing is.
mark this and then head out. We may have figured out something.
What?
That's a fish for sure. That'll be our first dink. That'll be our first dink. No!
The spot?
Spot! Dang it. I had a spotted bass, folks. Man, my football jig is getting bites though.
Yeah.
We found a school of spotted bass.
We're gonna head back up north.
Yeah, I'll head back up there.
Probably ought to start heading back closer to the ramp. It's not seeming like grass is the way to go.
I know.
Like not even a bite.
Oh yeah, grass is not the way to go.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I didn't think. Two and a half.
Just put on the, don't do that. Put on the other color of lipless crankbait that I had here, the 6 cents Snatch 70. And we snatched us a old lunker. I don't know if this tells us anything. It tells us fish are here, at least. You know, we got a bite. Not a giant, but I'll take him. Well, everybody, we're back here at the ramp. I'm waiting for Garrison to pull the truck up. Actually, I see him right up there. But today was a classic example of where the heck did the fish go. You know, yesterday we were able to catch 2 fish fairly quickly. Didn't really fish a whole lot, just kind of did a lot of running around. And then today, we fished a good amount, and they were not in the grass. And kind of everybody that I talked to at the ramp and stuff is telling us that, yeah, they had a rough day as well. And so I think the fish, just in preparation for this cold front we're about to get tomorrow, they're just kind of shutting off. So basically, kind of a rundown on what our day was like. We decided to, you know, try both shallow and deep, and the keepers really came from deep water. Now, were they big keepers? No, but they were caught doing something that a whole lot of people probably aren't going to be doing, which is fishing, you know, jigs and stuff around deep woods. So if we can find more of that kind of stuff the next 2 days, I think we'll be okay, as long as we can find a big bite. You know, that is the goal of pre-fishing, is to find the biggest possible fish you can, and so far the biggest possible fish we're finding is 2.5 pounders. So you know what? The next 2 days we need to figure out something to get that big bite. All right, you ready for this?
Not really.
Well, pow! Got him.
What a guy. You would have just snapped 7 of my rods.
Sabotage.
It goes over and then under.
Yeah. Well, folks, we put the cover on the trailer, which usually means we're not fishing, and that's actually the case tomorrow. We're having a huge storm blow in about 9 in the morning, bringing a major cold front, and not just cold front, but rain. And so we're gonna play it safe and not go out on Rayburn and fish a brand new area of the lake that I've never been on. It's the north end, which is usually more dangerous, and so I don't want to get stuck out there in the rain. So we're gonna take tomorrow as a rest day. So is Mitch, our Aggie partner, who launched with us this morning. And so we will see you guys for day 3 of official practice. Well, good morning, folks. It is day 3 of tournament practice, and let's see what we're dealing with. Well, everybody, excuse my cowboy boots, joggers, and jacket here, but this is the kind of conditions we're dealing with today. Now the storm is about to roll in about 30-45 minutes. It's about 11 o'clock in the morning right now, and we have seen fog like this all morning. I can hardly see 30-45 yards. Right about now I can see 100 yards because the storm is coming in, the wind is blowing in and blowing that fog off, but it would have been too dangerous to head out on the lake this morning, especially with us fishing the northern end, which we weren't very familiar with it being more dangerous, more wood, more shallow areas, stuff like that. So I can feel the storm coming in. I guess when you're a fisherman, you can kind of sense things, and so living in the south and fishing practically my whole life, I can smell rain, and so practically I can smell the rain coming in. It is very, very foggy, very dangerous. Kind of something I want to point out to you guys is, and that is, if you guys get into fishing tournaments, you're gonna want to fish all the time. You're gonna want to pre-fish in every sort of weather possible, and to be honest, I wanted to be out here on the water today because I want to win the tournament Saturday. But the thing is, you have to make decisions sometimes that are best for your health and for your safety. And going out in weather like this today, this kind of fog, is not exactly the smartest possible. So I'm gonna head back inside, get back to editing my Okeechobee video, and then we're gonna head into town and do some stuff. But that's kind of what an off day during practice looks like, is we just get to sleep in, we get to do some homework if we have schoolwork to do some editing, and get tournament tackle ready for tomorrow. All right, the rain is finally here. We unhooked the boat and we're going to Starbucks and the tackle shop. We've made it to the tackle shop. We took about 2 hours at Starbucks just to do some editing and such. Garrison wrote some essays for college, but we're here at Tri-Lakes Tackle with my buddy Trey. He has a YouTube channel. What's it called?
It's called Team Waggy.
Team Waggy. You guys have probably seen him all around. He comments on videos all the time, and he's got a pretty cool logo. But he he works at a tackle shop here called Tri-Lakes, and they've got loose reels, they've got fluorocarbon, of course, a wall of zoom. You can't have a tackle shop without a wall of zoom. 2 walls of zoom, you know, why not? And yeah, very cool. I love supporting local tackle shops whenever I go to lakes, just because they are the lifeblood of you know, the industry in the area, and Sam Rayburn and Toledo Bend are all about fishing, so it's cool to see all sorts of tackle shops like that. But Garrison's truck started making funny smells, so we're gonna go outside, and hopefully it's not a second transmission. So not only does this store have loose reels, they also sell the Roman-made mother. Like, what tackle store sells the mother? That is crazy. Well, everybody, it is the end of day 3 of official practice. We have one more day to go out there and find some big old Sam Rayburn bass. It's going to be wavy, it's going to be windy, and it's going to be cold, but we'll do our best to get you guys on some fish.
That there is heavy as you know, it's made out of carbon.
Yeah.
It held it.
8-foot waves, folks. We get to the ramp, and it is 8 footers. There is absolutely this many reasons to go out on Sam Rayburn and 8-foot waves, and that guy proved it. He's soaking wet. He told us don't even launch, so we don't know what to do right now. Look at this, folks. This boat is frozen. Yesterday it was like 55.
Yeah, it was mid-50s. Actually, it was 62 yesterday at the high.
Yeah.
And freezing today.
Good grief. Oh yeah, your boat's like crusty.
Oh yeah, down there at the bottom where it was like 1 inch thick. Look, you can see, look in there, it's frozen solid block of ice in the bottom now. That's ridiculous.
Gotta thaw out your reels.
Yeah, I know. They probably all frozen solid.
Well, everybody, we had a little bit of breakfast, then we decided, you know what, we're gonna drive 45 minutes around the whole lake to Powell Park, which is another pretty well-known ramp around here, and we're gonna fish kind of more of the protected areas. So I see the main lake. We kind of crossed over the bridge on the way here. Very rough, probably 5 to 8 footers on the main lake, but we see, you know, 2 to 3 footers, maybe 4 footers out there. So we're gonna load the boat up and we'll get to fishing. Well, folks, that is the end of practice. I'm here in about 32-degree weather in just a t-shirt and sweatpants. I should probably go inside, but we just got all our tackle rigged up. The cover put on, it is already icing over, and it's gonna be a cold, cold tournament morning tomorrow. And so I just wanted to bring you guys along, not just one day of pre-fishing, not just 2, but I wanted to bring you guys along kind of what a whole week of college pre-fishing looks like for college fishing bass tournaments. You know, something a lot of YouTubers don't make videos on anymore is tournament fishing, and that's because it's hard. I'm not gonna lie, tournament fishing is hard, and sometimes you have weeks like this where you catch 5 keepers in 4 days. And so that's kind of what weeds a lot of people out of the sport, but the thing is, I love the competitive side of fishing. I love going out there and competing against some of the best guys in the nation, and especially in the state of Texas. And so I love college fishing with all my heart. I have no plans of stopping anytime soon. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy it, make sure you guys hit the thumbs up button and subscribe if you are new to this channel. I'm trying to reach 100,000 subscribers. Who knows, we might be there by this point, but it has been a blast for me to take you guys along with me. Make sure you guys stay tuned to the tournament video coming in the next few days, and hopefully let's win this thing. We'll see you guys.